Hey, what's going on? Guys, it's Drew Carfrey here. And welcome back to episode 10. Yes, episode 10 of the Jammin Sports Show. Please allow a couple minutes for my... Oh, here he is. Hang on a second.
Hello, Harry. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, it's not raining there today, is it?
No, it's actually sunny. Little bit of clouds here and there, but it's a
Cool, cool,
perfect day.
cool.
Perfect.
Well, Chris, we got a lot to get into today, man. Um, we got training camp going
Oh
on.
man, Drew. Yes, yes. Football is back, Drew.
Yes.
Football is back. Woo!
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. So, Chris, as our official, well, our only Chicago Bears reporter, what are you hearing from your Chicago Bears?
Man, Drew. From what I'm hearing on my from my Chicago Bears. I feel like there's a lot more confidence in this team versus where we were last year. Last year, what was like what was very shaky. You know,
Yeah,
considering
that's a word for it.
like our first year with the you know like the offense, like last year was pretty suspect, at the usual area, offensive line spot, and we wasn't as strong with the running game. But I feel like that this year there's a lot more confidence within the team overall, and I think that's going to make a difference of going into the preseason games, which is actually starting next weekend actually. With
Yes.
game one. Who's playing the Hall of Fame game?
Oh, man. I think it's the Jags and the Raiders, perhaps?
Jackson.
And the Raiders, right?
Yeah, I'll look it up right now to this.
Yeah. Well, Chris, also for your Chicago Bears, it is Justin Fields' second year in the league.
Right.
So, Chris, how do you think he bounces back from a shaky rookie season?
Well, Drew, like you said, this is his second year, so I feel like that he knows the system now, like not just with the Chicago Bears, but in the NFL in general. Usually like in your first year, it's not always like the best year. Not everybody comes off clean right off the bat after they spend time in college. So I think that this season we'll see a little bit more improvement. I still expect the Bears struggle a little bit, but not as badly as past season. I'm really hoping that we can get a playoff berth. If we can get a playoff berth, Drew, I think like that would be a huge victory itself. But if we fall just short, I wouldn't be too hurt about it. Based off of what I've seen so far, with the Chicago Bears. But as long as we're improving, that's all that matters to me. And I also, Drew, want to give a shout out to Keenan Forbes. He was a former classmate of mine, Drew.
Yeah.
He played for FAMU. Went to class with him, and he officially got signed, to the Seattle Seahawks. Like he made it past
Wow.
the first cuts. So now he's Yeah, now he's in the training camp, like like just like one step closer, to like that final man roster, which like hopefully he can make it after the preseason goes along. He's an offensive lineman for the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay, okay. Maybe we will see him in the preseason.
Yeah, yeah, definitely expected to see a lot of action from him. So Drew, let's turn tables over to you with your Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, yeah.
First off, I want to give out my condolences to the name of the stadium. I mean,
Well,
wait, what's the name of the stadium again?
Acrisure, are you
Um,
sure? I don't know. Stadium. But hey, we do have a small.
I'm still calling. I
Yeah,
don't
I don't
care.
care either. But Chris, we do have a small consolation. You know that video I
Okay.
shared of them taking the ketchup bottles down? Them poor ketchup bottles.
Yes, I was very disappointed when.
Yes, I was very sad too. But I guess that they can actually stay because Heinz made we're calling it a consolation deal to remain affiliated with the team. So we could call it Acrisure Heinz Field.
Okay, I'm still going to just call it Heinz Field. Well, I'm glad that Heinz is still staying.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you. I'm
Oh
just,
man.
I'm still gonna call it just Heinz Field too. Man, come on, man, they can't change that. It's been Heinz Field ever since we were born, man.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. Like that. That's Pittsburgh. When you think of
yeah,
Pittsburgh, just the city alone, you think of field.
yes,
That is the most popular place to go just like just see the stadium, see that ketchup
that's the
bottle
first thing you
outside the
see.
stadium.
That's the
Like
first thing you see are those giant ketchup bottles. And it's such an amazing atmosphere. I mentioned I went there a few years ago. It was so electric. It was outstanding. It was an incredible experience. Um, yeah. So anyway, training camp has been, it's early, you know. We're starting to learn some things about,
oh yeah, Drew. I want to know about that quarterback play. That's what I want to know the
yes,
most.
yes, 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 yes. It's been a little shaky, obviously. Um, it seems as if our rookie quarterback, Kenny Pickett, isn't playing against college defenses anymore. It seems like he's starting to get a little bit of a wake up call, you know. But my hope is that he can shake off, shake it off, and my hope is that he can be the quarterback we know he can be. You know, he was the number one pick or the number
Right.
one quarterback off the board for a reason. You know, so hopefully he gets over that. And a guy that's been doing surprisingly well is the guy who's currently listed at number one on our depth chart, Mitch Trubisky, the former Chicago Bear.
Wow.
He's at,
Right. Former Chicago
yeah.
Bear. Like and wow.
My only concern that I have with our team is our receiving core. We don't really have we don't really have too many guys, and all the guys we have are only rookies. You know, now. Very talented. The guy who's been standing out is George Pickens, the rookie out of Georgia. He has been lighting it up.
Oh,
He's been lighting it up in training camp. So I'm really excited to see what he can do in Heinz Field. Yeah.
yeah,
Another thing I should add.
yeah, that's really good, Drew. And
Another thing I should add. It is
go ahead, Drew.
it is really hard for NFL quarterbacks to try to get acquainted when you're facing the defense that we have in Pittsburgh. TJ Watt, defending Defensive Player of the Year from last season. He should be, dang it, he should be ranked higher than Myles Garrett and Madden. I don't know if you saw that. Did you see those Madden ratings?
No, I actually didn't see it. Where were they rated?
They have Myles Garrett rated higher than TJ Watt at a 99. And they have TJ Watt at a 96. That's some straight robbery, man. That's some robbery, man. That is some highway robbery.
Well, he'll have time to right, like he'll have plenty of time to show that he is higher than what they gave him for the Madden game. So Drew, I got a question as far as Chase Claypool's injury status, where is he at now?
I'm not really sure. I don't really know. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the injury bug is not that bad for him. But I know that's one of the top players, one of the key players for the Pittsburgh Steelers going to the main fall season.
Yeah.
The good news is that he has a full month. He doesn't have to do too much in the preseason. He'll have a full month to get that injury bug out of his system, so he can be 100% by the first game. And you guys got a tough first game, don't y'all? Not preseason, but regular season.
Yes.
Don't y'all
I think we open up against the defending AFC champs, the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, let me. Oh my goodness! Yes, that is correct. Wow, and in Cincinnati too. So
yeah.
That hopefully, yeah. Whew, man, out of all teams to draw up.
Well, Chris, I want to talk or I kind of want your take on something. Another team that's been intriguing to watch during training camp, the Miami Dolphins. With the new addition of Tyreek Hill.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Did you see that video from earlier today?
Oh yes. I saw the video and Drew, honestly, I just feel like the swagger of the Miami Dolphins is back.
Yeah.
I mean, just his presence alone, it's had the fans and team rocking. I think that's what's been missing for the Miami Dolphins. That true and just the overall character and energy within a football player is a perfect fit for Tyreek Hill in the city of Miami. I really truly believe that this is going to work out with him and Tua Tagovailoa. watch out for the Miami Dolphins. Drew, I actually believe that they could be AFC conference contenders. I'm not wanting to say Super Bowl contenders yet, but
Yeah,
I think they can pretty good in the AFC playoffs.
I totally agree with that. You got Tyreek Hill, you got Jalen Waddle, who is going into his second
Right.
year. Look for him to take his next step. This is a dangerous offense, I think. Yeah, Miami, bleh. Miami is definitely on the radar.
Yeah, yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that that true speed, and it's just like a really good feeling, just like seeing like the top level Olympic speed that's about to take place in Miami, because Jalen Waddle, he was a track guy too, he definitely had
Yeah.
amazing speed when he was at Alabama.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. And yeah. So that will definitely be interesting to watch.
Yeah, yeah. So Drew, let's talk about the New England Patriots. Mac Jones
Yes.
going into year two with the Patriots, and I think out of all the players who are going into year two, outside of um outside of uh the Bengals quarterback, I can't remember his name on top of my head. I don't know
Joe
why.
Burrow?
But
No.
outside of him, but yeah, Joe Burrow. I honestly feel that Mac Jones is in the most comfortable position, going into year two, as a quarterback.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Because they got that.
Yeah, this is gonna be yeah, I'm also well aware that Joe Burrow's going into his third year, but I'm about to say as year two quarterbacks,
Yeah.
I feel like that Mac Jones is in a more comfortable position versus where Joe Burrow was last season. Even though that Joe Burrow made it always to the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
but as far as going into game one, Mac Jones is in a very comfortable position.
Yes, absolutely. I totally agree. Also, another team that's been intriguing to watch, the Denver Broncos and their
Oh
new
yes, they
quarterback.
got a new quarterback, Drew.
Yes. I'm trying to. Hmm. That name is on the tip of my tongue. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Russell
Russell Wilson.
Wilson. Yes. Yes. Now, Chris, I think this is going to have
Yeah,
the same effect as sort of Tyreek Hill will in Miami. He brings a certain energy that Denver has needed for a while.
yeah, yeah. I definitely agree, Drew. I feel like this is the most confidence that I've seen Denver Bronco fans since their last Super Bowl title. There's definitely a lot of energy in the Denver, Colorado area. I am here for it.
Yes.
It's still a completely different feeling that Russell Wilson is not in Seattle. I'm so used to him being in Seattle, but I'm still trying to get adjusted to him being in Denver. I'm used to Tyreek Hill being in Miami already, but Russell Wilson with Denver, it's still something that I got to get used to. But I'm very excited to
Yeah.
see what he has in store, and if he can win another Super Bowl before he retires.
Yes, absolutely. Also, I'm curious to see how this affects the Seattle Seahawks. No Russell Wilson.
Right.
They're going with Drew Lock, who, in my opinion, really has yet to prove himself in the league.
Yeah, the quarterback play is obviously going to be weaker going into this season. There's no question about that. So it's really going to be up to the defense to make sure that they keep their team in the game, as well as making sure the running game is as strong as ever. Man, I wish that Marshawn Lynch was still with us.
Yeah.
If you're a Seahawks fan,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind trying to call him back for one game or something.
Also, some big news out of Seattle. Their running back Chris Carson has retired. So
Right.
that puts another yank in the chain.
Yeah, and Drew, if I have to be honest, I feel that this year is gonna be a setback year for the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
I know they did this for a better draft pick, which will come very soon, for the Seattle Seahawks. But I think this year it's gonna be a minor setback, where they can potentially make a major comeback in a couple years from now. This fall, Drew, I'm not expecting too much
Right.
from the Seahawks.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you there. One trend I've been noticing throughout training camp, there's been a lot of fights going on. I don't know if you've been seeing any of that.
Yeah. Drew, it is a war zone.
Yes.
It is a war zone trying to get that final man roster. It's like nobody is safe, Drew. Even if you were in the NFL last year, you are not safe.
Yeah.
This year, I think this time around, Drew, we are 1 year removed from the crazy COVID year, and now things are back to normal on a regular basis.
Oh
now.
yeah. Oh.
So I think it's just all new energy from everybody. Just trying to fight for those last spots. For the fall season.
Yeah, things are getting intense. Things are getting intense, man. Um, there was even a fight that Bills quarterback Josh Allen was involved in. Um,
Man.
Tried to pick a fight with a 340-pound defensive tackle.
Man. Speaking of the Bills, Drew.
Yeah.
Since we're on the Bills now, I'm really looking forward to the Bills, man. I know they are determined and hungry after how their season ended last year. I know that's probably why they're furious at camp right now, because of just the way that their game ended against the Chiefs. I am really looking forward to the Bills team.
Man. And that's the question on everyone's minds, right? Can the Bills get over that hump?
Mm-hmm.
Can they get over that hump? Because you got to remember something else, though. Even if they do make it to the Super Bowl, they're 0-4 all time in Super Bowls.
0-4.
Yes.
Wow.
So, can they get over that hump? They got a double hump to get over, if you will.
Yeah, kidding. Cause like, guess who they play? Their first game, the L.A. Rams for Game
Oh,
1. So, and it's in Los Angeles, Drew.
Matty
So
Ice.
tough draw. You know.
Oof. That is a tough way to start. That is a tough way to start your season.
Yep. Yeah, that game, Drew, is gonna be on a Thursday night. Thursday night? Is it Thursday night
Yeah, it's the first.
or is it Monday night?
Is it the first game
I
of the
can't remember.
season?
Yeah, it's first game of the season. I think
That's probably a Thursday
Thursday.
night then. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So we're almost
Yeah.
there, man. We're almost there. We gotta hold on.
Yep. Well, like it starts. Yep. 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 And Drew. Since we're still talking about second second year players. Let's go over to Jacksonville.
Yes.
With um with the Trevor Lawrence.
Yes.
Have you heard any news from him on how he's doing?
Well, I did hear a kicker got cut for hitting a fan, so that's a good start. Wait, I don't know if
Oh.
I don't know. Wait, I don't know if they hit a fan or they hit a coach with a field goal, a missed field goal. But so that's a good start to this story about the Jaguars. So
Yeah. Well, well, game 1 is on Thursday for them against the Raiders. So anything that you're expecting from this upcoming game, our first game in the 2022 season.
I want to see. I just want to see how they respond after the season they had last year. Not only from a record and performance standpoint, but the absolute failure that was Urban Meyer in Jacksonville.
Yeah, Drew. Like it was definitely an utmost disaster. Watching the Jaguars last season. I mean, there was so much hype going into the Jaguars draft pick when they first got Trevor Lawrence, but after you know watch it like not even like halfway through the season, it just looked like a complete disaster. Like worse than what you would normally see out of somebody's first year, but
And it
there was
wasn't
just
just
like a lot of off the field issues going
yeah,
on.
yeah, I was just saying that. It wasn't just team performance, it was off the field issues. Not from players, but from the coach. Your coach is supposed to be
Yeah.
your coach is supposed to be your guy to respect and look up to and want to play for. And I just think the Jaguars were
Yeah.
so dejected by Urban Meyer that I want to see how they respond. I want to see how they just respond, not just from a record standpoint this season, but just from competitiveness. And I want to see that fire, from them, the will to compete, the will to fight.
Yeah, and honestly, Drew, I think that can happen. I mean, they got their new coach Doug Peterson, who was a former head coach for the Philadelphia Eagles,
Yeah.
your rival.
Not really, but yeah.
It lead them to a Super Bowl.
Yes, I think that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't. Dang you.
They are our in-state brethren. We respect the Philadelphia Eagles. And when we're not playing, we wish it, no, seriously, we wish for nothing but success for them. Anyway, but yeah, Trevor Lawrence. Also, we get the debut of Travis Etienne, who was hurt last season. He was the rookie running back out of Clemson. Everyone is so excited about that pairing coming out. Now we get to see it. So that's what I'm interested in. Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne back together on the football field. Chris, I'm excited. I'm so amped for this season.
Yeah, Drew, and I think like like that's like another spark, like you said, that's going to help the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still not 1% confident to say that like they'll make the playoffs, but they'll definitely be a lot better than where they were last year.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Yes, so excited for the football season. But Chris, something we don't have to wait another week for. We get it tonight. Chris, I am talking about UFC 277 tonight. Let's go. I don't know if you've heard. We got a stacked card this evening. The main event.
Amanda Nunes!
Yeah. Yes. Amanda Nunes will be in a rare position tonight. She's usually the champion, but tonight she is the challenger. She will be in a rematch against the woman she lost her belt to. Some are calling it the biggest upset in UFC history. Amanda Nunes will be trying to get her title back, but she's got to rip it away from the young champion, Juliana Pena. Chris, it's the rematch. And, Amanda Nunes got caught last time. She got caught. It was very unexpected.
Yeah. And like when I see this, Drew, to put it's just like Alabama versus Clemson. That's how I look at it as. Alabama is Amanda Nunes, who's been there. Juliana, she's the newcomer.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
Got them at that time. Alabama is going to try come back and take back what's, and I believe that's what Amanda is going to do tonight. She's the W, and yeah, I'm calling it right now.
Yeah.
Amanda.
Well, you think so you're taking Amanda Nunes in the rematch?
Yeah.
Well, Chris, yeah, it's hard to argue with that. Hard to argue with that. I think the question on everybody's minds is, was the first fight a fluke? That's what everyone's talking about. Everyone was talking about, was it a fluke that Nunes got beat the first time around? But Chris, fortunately for tonight, we get answers to all of those questions.
Yeah, Drew, very true. And honestly, Drew, I don't think that is the fluke. I won. She got the W, and it was like a wake up call for Amanda, saying that like she's not a loser. She has come, like she's gonna have to work now. It's best all the time. So like I truly believe like that's Amanda's going to take this going to get the W. I'm very confident with Amanda.
All right, all right. Well, Chris, that's not the only fight on the card tonight. We got some business to settle. In the flyweight division, we have a champion who is currently out with injury and will be out for quite some time yet. So what do? You put together an interim championship bout, and that's what we got tonight. Brandon Moreno against Kai Kara France. These guys have fought before, but the last time they fought, it was early in their careers. Both men are completely different fighters than they were then. Both guys are better than they were then. So this should also be an intriguing matchup as well.
Yeah, Drew, you think France, you would think that he's from France. like you would think like his last name. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, that is tonight.
Yeah, but
Um, yeah, that is
who you got in
tonight.
that one, Drew?
Um, who do I got? I think I'm gonna go with Brandon Moreno. He
Mm.
is actually a former champion. He's had the belt before. Now he wants it back.
Mm. Man, well, Tom, um, I want to roll with them, Brandon, as well. And we'll see. All this is gonna come on 10 o'clock, or 9 o'clock your time.
9 o'clock my time. Yep.
So, Drew, were you able to see any from the media day with them college football?
No, I was not.
Yeah, that's long ago. All the conferences, everything went pretty well. For the most part, I is excited. Start up in fall training again with them college football, and I really look forward to it. Drew, I'm actually really looking forward to going to August because my school, Florida A&M, we play North Carolina, in football here, and well, so I want Mac Brown, and the North Carolina Tar Heels. I'm really looking forward to see what they have in store after last year. Drew, it was a disappointing year for the they had a lot of going into this all season, uh, season, and they completely mark. So I'm just trying to see how they bounce back. After, just missing those expectations going to last fall. I know this last season was for the North Carolina Chargers. Like they're not like consistently on the top. That's why they brought back to North Carolina to
Yeah.
get them back in top dog in the. So I'm looking forward to seeing how do the North Carolina Tar Heels respond after disappointment from.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Also, they lose their quarterback, Sam Howell. So
Yeah.
that'll be really interesting to see how they bounce back from that. Yeah, really look. Yes, football is back. It's coming back in a big, big way. But Chris, in the meantime, there's been some Canadian football happening.
Yes.
Yeah. So last night, Friday night, we had a big time matchup between the BC Lions and the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Now, the BC Lions are red hot. Um, let's call them the legitimate Lions of professional football. The real
Man.
Lions of football. They have
Oh yeah. It took me a while just like, who is he talking about? Oh, Detroit,
yeah,
right?
the real Lions of professional football are north of the border. Anyway, the BC Lions took care of business yet again. Their rookie quarterback, Nathan O'Rourke, is having an unbelievable rookie campaign. They got the dub 32-17. And Chris, Nathan O'Rourke has been having a monster rookie season. He threw for 336 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, yeah, this team has been looking red hot, and Drew was against only that's currently undefeated that I know of from the Winnipeg Blue
Yes,
Bombers.
yes.
Um,
And
like
Chris, they are in action
really,
tonight. Yes, the undefeated Winnipeg Blue Bombers are in action tonight as they take on the Calgary Stampeders.
Ooh, that goes on TV?
It might be. I will check that in a little bit.
Yeah, well, Panthers, they were they were the only team that the Blue Bombers are run for their money because last
Yes.
on July 15th it lost by down, I believe.
Yes, and because of the small, because the Canadian League is smaller, you have teams that play each other more than once, even if they're not in the division. So, yeah, last
Yeah.
time around it was an overtime thriller in Calgary, I believe. They got the win on the road. That was a big win on the resume for this Blue Bombers team. The rematch is tonight, so we'll see. We'll see who can get the dub there.
Yeah, Drew. Definitely watching this matchup, and as far as teams that I like, I like the Tiger Cats and the Argonauts. I like them.
Yeah.
You know,
Two teams that are,
yeah, but
they've been kind of struggling.
yeah, they've been struggling.
Yeah, but
Yeah. So, Drew, do you have in the Canadian Football League?
you know, I do remain neutral. Um, I do remain neutral. I will get a little bit excited. Let's say if, because a lot of the American players, that's where they go if they can't get into the NFL or they don't make a roster in the NFL. So if there's like a name that I recognize,
Yeah.
if there's a name that I recognize from a guy who was on the Steelers and got cut, I'll maybe pay attention to that team a little bit more. But, I'm really neutral when it comes to the teams themselves. Um, I just watch it because it's football during the summer.
That is very true.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So Drew, how about some football? I know football season is getting a lot closer. For out there, some high school football there over there.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely looking at my Waverly Shell Rock Go Hawks. Definitely. I haven't really been following as closely. You know, because
Yeah.
we've gotten to the age now where we're old enough to not know anybody still in high school. So
It's crazy. Old guys now
yes,
in high school anymore.
I know. Yeah, I know. Unless you got a sibling or something, but we do not, or I do not. But
Right.
um, so yeah, all my friends that I knew are out of high school now. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, of course, I don't have any high school teams in the area. I guess I'm like an honorary Waverly Shell fan since I went to school in
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah. Yeah. So Drew, let's do score for this upcoming game this upcoming Thursday between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Las Vegas Raiders. Who you got in this?
Um, I'm gonna go with the Raiders. I think it's gonna be a very low scoring game
Yeah,
because
I like the Raiders
you
as
know
well, Drew.
I think it's gonna be a low scoring game because preseason, but I think I'm gonna go 13-10.
Okay. Yeah. Um. Oof. I got the Raiders, but I'm going to say 27-13. I think that
Okay.
they win it in a convincing. But
Yeah.
but
Also,
like it's still atmosphere.
Chris, that's a team we forgot to talk about here. The Raiders. They got Devontae Adams.
Right, Raiders. Right, Javante. Yeah.
And he'll be teaming up with his former college teammate Garrett Carr. Chris, this is definitely going to be interesting. Do you think they can regain that chemistry that they had in college?
Yeah, Drew, and that that they're compared to all the other quarterbacks, because like the Raiders, they've been so close on many things, but they just couldn't get the job done. I think this year is a very critical year for our um
Yeah,
going into this season in the playoffs. It's gonna be vital for find a way to make it to the AFC.
yeah, yeah. Well, Chris, we made a score prediction for the Hall of Fame game. I kind of wanted to do a score prediction for tonight's Canadian game, as I said. We got the Winnipeg Blue Bombers and the Calgary Stampeders.
Yeah, Drew. I'm Blue Bombers.
Yeah.
I really like them a lot. I won't be surprised if this game goes into overtime. I will be surprised because both teams are playing really good. Um, I also wouldn't be surprised if I'm wrong. I don't want W, but I want to go with the Blue Bombers. I say it's a low score there, 20 to.
I think it's going to be a higher scoring affair myself. I got the Bombers though as well. I'm going to say 34-31 in a close one.
Okay, okay.
Should be exciting. Should be exciting.
Yeah, it should be very exciting, Drew. They'll be looking for all these games. Night, birthday, man, it's just amazing. Like football, we get football year round. Like that is here. Got the USL in the springtime, Drew. And we're about to have the XFL Cup time.
Yeah.
Until college football comes back.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well,
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. Well, Drew, I think that we can wrap it up now. Like we've been on it
yeah.
for quite a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And
Well, like I said, yeah.
checking in.
Yeah,
Go
that
ahead, Drew.
sounds good. That sounds good. Um, if you can afford to or can find a link, do not miss the fights tonight. Should be a good time. I know I got my links, so I don't have to pay $70. Um, but yeah, Chris, I agree. Yeah, that should do it for us today, man.
Yeah. Well, until next time, I'm Chris Lucas.
And I'm Drew Carfrey. This has been the Jammin Sports Show. Oh, hey, did I mention episode 10?
Episode 10. What was episode 10?
Of our
Oh,
show?
it's episode 10 of this show? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. We've been going at it for a long time. Oh, wow.
I know. Took us a little bit longer than expected to get to 10, but here we are. Anyway, yep. You're Chris
Well,
Lucas.
that would be going to football season.
Yep, you're Chris Lucas. I'm Drew Carfrey. And until next time, we are signing out. See ya.